How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to more Pokemon Heartgold. Last time, well, during the last session, I've done some more grinding. I found some more items. My team's looking nice and spiffy. Everyone's got a new item, and of course, my Dragonair has finally evolved into Dragonite. And trust me, he's gonna come in handy later on. Yeah, got Dragonite. I also sped up the process by finding some rare candies here too, as well as finding several items, held items for everyone to use, as well as giving a few of them some strong but kind of risky TMs, just take a chance. So you know the drill by now. We're going to fight the Elite Four. And first up, we got Will, the Psychic user. Actually, that reminds me. I should probably go ahead and put. I'm gonna go ahead and put Typhlosion up in the front. So, because I think at this point I'm feeling confident about this. I think we can do this. Welcome to the Pokemon League. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Will. I've trained all around the world, making my Psychic-type Pokemon powerful. And at last, I've been accepted into the Elite Four. I can only keep getting better. Losing is not an option. All right, battle number 1. It's Will. And I love how I like the flowing cubes in there. Ooh, how mystical. Yep, alright. So first up he's got Xatu. And I got my Typhlosion here with Blast Burn. Let's go for it. Going right out the bat. With a charcoal boosted Blast Burn. It's gonna do tons of damage, I can tell you that much for sure. Yep, did not stand a chance. I feel like most of the time, I also forgot, like, since this is kind of early, that's why, like, the level's a little less. Well, like, I mean, it's like, than I'm used to, because, like, I'm expecting them to be, like, level 6 or something, but I forgot. This is Gen 2, it's completely different. Alright, so I'm sending out Slowbro, so, I'm gonna send out a newly evolved Dragonite. With the Dragon Fang boosting up my Dragon Claw and Dragon Pulse. It's gonna be Dragon's feet in no time. Look at that, great damage. Makes sense too, because like, you know, I forgot, like, even though Dragonite has a boosted up special attack as well, its physical attack is nothing to scoff at too. I mean, what'd you expect? It's the OG mother effing Dragonite. Bitches love Dragonites. What did you expect? And here we go, we got Jinx here. And yeah, I'm pretty sure at this point, Typhlosion obviously outspeeds Jinx, so we're okay. Of course, it's I don't know, it's a kind of a tricky situation. We'll go for the Shadow Claw or go for the Flamethrower, because like, it's boosted up with Charcoal, but Jinx has very miserable physical defense. Let's try for this. If not, it'll set me up perfectly well either way. If I lower my stat. Yep, just enough. Everyone's getting burned up live here. And he's sending out Exeggutor already against Typhlosion? Really? Okay. I love Exeggutor. I do love Exeggutor. I mean, it's actually one of my favorite grass types here. Until Roserade came along and stole its place from me. Yep, also forgot, Exeggutor has also very low special defense. I mean, back in Gen 1, when special attack and special defense were both shared one stat, long story short, yeah, when the special stat split, Exeggutor lost a lot of special defense. Alright, here comes the other Xatu. The main Xatu, not the Alpha Xatu, not like one of those Alpha Pokemon in Legends Arceus. But this one's the main one. Another Blast Burn to go, and good sweep. Typhlosion's great. I love Typhlosion. I can't believe it. You better believe it, Will. Even though I was defeated, I won't change my course. I will continue battling until I stand above all trainers. Now move on and experience the true ferocity of the Elite Four. And yeah, we got through that whole thing without a scratch. Alright, so up next is Koga. Yeah, who moved up from being a gym leader all the way to the Elite Four. It's a nice promotion, I gotta say. But Koga still sucks. Koga's still too easy. I'm Koga of the Elite Four. I live in shadows. A ninja. My intricate style will confound and destroy you. Confusion, sleep, poison. Prepare to be the victim of my sinister techniques. Pokemon are not merely about brute force. You shall see soon enough. And yeah, we got Koga. Who is probably obviously the easiest of the Elite Four. I mean, come on. It's got Gyarados, Venomoth, and that's about it. So let's go for the fly right about now. Taking up to the sky because Gyarados is a joke. I mean, you're an Elite Four Pokemon and you're using Gyarados. Sure, I guess you could do that. Oh, he lived? Spider webs? What happens? Crobat can no longer escape. Ugh. Well, that's cool. I wasn't planning on fleeing anyways. And besides, U-turn can disagree with you, you know? Anyways, yeah. So yeah, Koga's really the easiest one of the Elite Four. And you also notice, I did give my Crobat Shadow Ball despite the fact that he has lower special attack. I mean, I guess it's just there for coverage, I suppose. And, you know, it could come in handy later on. But, you know, it just might as well come in handy. In case physical attacks don't do it, might as well have something for special attack. And Shadow Ball can work, too. It's still a good move. Alright, can I switch? Yes, I can switch. You can't confound me. Not anymore. And here comes Venomoth. You know, like, Venomoth's one of those Pokemon that just, like, gotten better in due time because, like, you know, it keeps getting new and new tools each and every single moment. Yeah, also too easy, but it's still too damn easy either way. And up next is Fortress, which despite its well, it's not actually a poison type. Despite actually being a strong Pokemon, you know, being defensive wall, spiker, rapid spinner, kind of in competition with Cloyster. It's just not that, it's not even a poison type though. Bug and Steel, being like a Scizor, just more defensively. And now here comes Muck. So don't run away from that fuck. Alright, Sandslash. You got this, buddy. Just go for the Earthquake. I just love that hand. I just like the arm wave he's got on Muck has. Just like, he's like, yo, where's Zap? I'm gonna poison you. Alright. At least glad Sandslash finally has an actual stab move for once. Which is great. So far, I have not taken any damage at all this entire time. Alright, Lapras, you do this now. It's all you. You got Never Melt Ice, so go for blast it up with an Ice Beam. Here comes the Crobat. Flapping its wings like a menace. One Pokemon left? Ha! I've been counting on this one from the very beginning. It's funnier if he says that about something like Venomoth. And yep, here we go. Here we go with the Ice Team. With the double team. Ugh, Ice Team. Okay, no. This is how it's gonna be? No, I'm not. You're not doing this again. Yeah, that's right. The double team mean nothing to me. Crobat's back. Oh, damn, he survived. Oh boy. Well, that's impressive. Citrus Berry. Oof. Big oof indeed. Alright, Ice Beam again. Just land one more Ice Beam and you're done. Thank you. Your double team meant nothing, even with two double teams. Didn't save you, but I did take damage. So the streak ended there. Ah, you have proven your worth. Yeah, it was easy. I subjected to you everything I could muster, but my efforts failed. I must hone my skills. Go to the next room and put your abilities to the test. Okay, so let's see. Up next is... Alright, so... Well, I mean, just playing the contrary fool, but yes, whatever. Yeah, here's one of the two familiar faces here. Bruno. for being a fighting type is in a room full of lava. Let's see. Yeah, those are lava containers. What does this have to do with fighting? I don't know. I'm Bruno of the Elite Four. I always train to the extreme because I believe in our potential. This is how we became strong. Can you withstand our power? I see no fear in you. You look determined. Perfect for battle. Ready, Len? You will bow down to our overwhelming power. Hoo-ha! Alright, we got Bruno! I guess moved up to the ranks since Lorelei and Agatha, I guess, kind of retired. Oh yes, he's got a Hitmonchan. Something that, you know, Chuck should have had, but, you know, I digress. Alright, he's got Counter. At least thankfully he has no Intimidate. Personally, out of all the Hitmon evolutions, of all the evolutions of Tyrogue, Hitmonchan's my favorite, because I just love it. It looks so cool. Yep, and here comes the Counter. I remember back in Generation 1, Counter only, the only thing Counter did was reflect against normal and fighting type moves. Every other move didn't do anything. I'm glad they buffed that one though. And I'm also kind of surprised that Sandslash survived the Counter. I thought that would have been curtains for him. Yeah, quick attack. I'm pretty sure I thought it was because I usually thought I was going to use Dig. Well, you're not digging this time, so yeah. Free win for Sandslash. You did it, buddy. I knew you could do it. Proud of you. Hitmonchan fainted. And you also I always thought, like, you know, like Hitmonchan was a Pokemon. I thought he always had 3 legs, but I realized the leg behind him is actually his tail. So he's got 2 legs. Also, have you seen the the Gen 3, well, the 3D sprites for Hitmonchan just has him doing like the Charleston dance, where just like, he's just grooving. And we got Hitmonchan. Next is Hitmonchan. I'm pretty sure he has like the elemental punches. Yep, here comes Fire Punch. Hang in there. Yeah, didn't do much. I mean, back then it would just all run up to a special, so it like didn't really mean much to him. And go, and rip Hitmonchan. And there's Hitmonlee. I'm gonna stay. Hitmonlee's got really squishy defense. He's also a glass cannon, kind of like Jinx, similar to Jinx in a way. He's got a lot of power. Save and a critical hit to boot, just an insult to injury. Also easy. And here comes the big boy, Machamp, who I'm pretty sure has no guard, which is a great ability to have. Yep. All right. I know Heracross may not be able to one-shot it, but let's try and go for broke with a black belt boosted close combat. I don't think it would survive either way. And there goes the Citrus Berry. Fine. And a Rock Slide. Because again, I'm pretty sure he has like... What? Heracross survived that? What? Even with like a drop in defense? Huh. Okay then. Well, okay, sure. Let's go it again. Close combat once more. All too easy. Nice. Way to go, Heracross. You rock, dude. Alright. Level 44. And Onyx. Despite being a fighting type master, he has an Onyx. Even though there are like plenty of other fighting types there too. Like, you know, like Poliwrath. I mean, in Let's Go, he actually has a Poliwrath on both teams. Like the initial battle and then the rematch, he gets a Poliwrath. I mean, but I guess it's like, I don't know, because Chuck already had a Poliwrath, I guess he just wanted to be more different. I don't know. I mean, he likes fighting types and also rock types too, I guess, in a way. Doesn't matter either way, because Onyx is an absolute joke. Despite being cool, he's just too simple as that. We're standing firm, but you're gonna fall hard. Earthquake. Bring the whole place down. Even though they're still standing strong. Whatever. Bruno loses. Why? How could we lose? Because I'm awesome! Having lost, I have no right to say anything. Just go face your next challenge. Jeez, okay, take it easy, dude. It's just a game. Alright. So 3 of these, yeah, these were all really easy. Cause now we've got, you know, Karen. Oh yeah, I got the Sacred Ash here from Ho-Oh because, you know, might need it at one point just in case. Alright, so you know Karen has the dark types. So we're gonna put in Heracross in the front. Alright, making 3-0 with a clean sweep. This is a pretty cool room. Like the glitter too. I'm Kieran in the Elite Four. You're Len? How amusing. I love Dark-type Pokemon. I'm known for my overpowering tactics. Think you could take them? Just try and entertain me. Let's go. Oh yeah, Karen, looking nice. Alright. Look at that sassy step. She's so sassy. Everyone likes Karen because a lot of us are simps. Alright. Break. Don't want to use the close combat yet. Just want to see what else we got. Booyah! Oh great, here we go again with the double team. Ugh. Whatever. You just need to land one. Just land one. Good job. Good effort, buddy. That was also too easy. And there we go. And here we're sending in Murkrow. I wonder... Yeah, Lapras, you do it. Go Lapras. I'm making quick work of these guys. Because, like, you know, it's like, I know how these things... I know it's like I've trained my team enough. I got my Dragonite here, too. I already know what to do. And Murkrow going for Pluck. Now, here's a weird thing. I was like, you know what Karen's team is? Karen uses Dark-type Pokemon. And yet her team has only 3 Dark types. Because, like, there are other choices. Like, okay, so she's got Murkrow, Umbreon, and Houndoom as their Dark types. While she has Vileplume and Gengar as well. Despite the fact those 2 are not Dark types. Now, I'm pretty sure there are enough Dark types for a full Dark type team. Like, there's Sneasel, and, well, maybe this might be a hard choice. Probably not. Well, I'm glad they probably didn't do it. Yeah, they probably. Tyranitar is another choice, because, you know, though I guess it would probably make sense not to put Tyranitar because, you know, don't want an Elite Four member with a pseudo legendary this early in the game. Might be too much, I guess. I don't know. And here comes Gengar. And, you know, it's like, let's see. Let's go for the Blast Burn. And, oh, Gengar's fast. Yep, Gengar's faster than Typhlosion. Makes sense. Flamethrower reduced, PP reduced by 4. Alright, you better go down because you won't survive this. Because, like, I forgot to mention, because, like, yeah, Blast Burn. There's also the other moves too. Like, okay, you get, remember these moves here you get from the only the stars can get it, which was also introduced in Generation 3. You got Blast Burn, Hydro Cannon, and then of course you got Frenzy Plant. All these things are just like the elemental equivalent of Hyper Beam. It's good to have, you know, because, you know, great power comes great responsibility after all, you know. This is Farmer Beam back in the corner. Alright, Houndoom. Hopefully you can survive a Flamethrower, because Houndoom does have high special attack. Damn it. Yeah, you tried. Maybe if I was at full health, you could have survived. Okay, Lapras, you go for it. Okay, because, like, here's what scares me. Yeah, see? She's got nasty... Okay, Houndoom has nasty plot, so if I don't kill this thing, it's probably going to kill my team afterwards. Alright, but I've got to try this anyways. Good job. Nice job. Nice work. But that's okay. Even if this doesn't work, I have a Dragonite with extreme speed to at least as a backup. I know Lapras has lowered special defense because of the nature, but it didn't mean much because, you know, this is great. I love this. Good job. 4-0. Standing tall. And Karen's been beaten. Well, aren't you good? I like that in a trainer. Now some emotional words. Strong Pokemon, weak Pokemon. That is only the selfish perception of people. Truly skilled trainers should try and win with the Pokemon they love best. Shout out to most of VGC though. I like your style. You understand what's important. Go on, the champion is waiting. Alright, Lance, I'm coming for you. But before I do, let's go ahead and prep my team up. Get everybody up to full health. Alright, you're up there. And Hyper Potion as well. So now then, the question is though, alright, who do I lead with right now? Because he's gonna start with Gyarados, obviously, so I guess the best lead would be Lapras. Originally I did give, no wait, I gave Dragonite Thunder, or Dragonite when it was Dragonair, but I thought, you know, need some better moves. So we're gonna try this. Alright. Save the game, why not? Because, you know, just as a backup. I love the Dratini statues and the clockwork design overall. Feels like a great thing. Alright, Lapras. You ready? Lapras nodded slowly. Good to hear, buddy. Let's do this. I've been waiting for you. Len! I knew that you, with your skills, would eventually reach me here. There's no need for words now. We will battle to determine who is the stronger of the two of us. As the most powerful trainer, and as the Pokemon League champion, I, Lance, the Dragon Master, accept your challenge. Here we go. We're battling Lance. I love this theme, by the way. This is so fucking epic. Alright. Gyarados versus Lapras. Intimidate. That's okay. I wasn't planning on using physical attacks anyways. And Dragon Pulse. Despite the fact that Gyarados has low special attack. Doesn't mean much. But then again, it's because, you know, I resist Ice Fang. Waterfall can't touch me because of Water Absorb. So I guess doesn't really have much else. Dragon Pulse again. Love this theme, by the way. It's so great. Okay. Now then, actually, I'm gonna use an Aether. I might need the Ice Beam. Might need more of the Ice Beam later on. All right. Dragon Pulse, even though you can't do much. Alright, Ice Beam. Keep going the Ice Beam. I love the theme, by the way. And he survived, which means he's obviously going to use a full restore. Because, you know, you don't get to be champion of the Pokemon League without knowing how to spam full restores. Seriously, I fucking love Pokemon Golder. It was such an awesome mini-series by Matty Burrito. Yep, and he was restoring all that HP. A lot of it, too. Alright, I'm not gonna fast forward too often because I love this. I want to jam to this theme as much as I can. I mean, this is a stall battle. You got nothing. And critical hit means we're back to square one, basically. Only not exactly because I still have the advantage. You can't touch this. Oh, good. Did you do that before? I then again wasted one of the sort of stores, which is okay. Lapras grew to level 46. And Aerodactyl, which honestly I admit also gave me a lot of trouble when I first played this game because this Aerodactyl is actually really damn annoying. Because it's got moves like Rock Slide and Thunder Fang, and I swear they love to flinch, making me flinch a lot. So let's go with the Heracross. Heracross, let's go. Want to keep Lapras in good condition for the Dragonites, even though I have my own Dragonite for later. Aerodactyl is exerting pressure. Aerodactyl is fast, by the way. And, oh god, he does have a flying type move. I thought he wouldn't have a flying type move. I was wrong. He did. And yeah, it hurts. Well, there goes that strategy. Not so much for that. Alright, Sand Slash. I'm gonna need you to land your Iron Tails with precision. Please, land your Iron Tails. Oh god, here we go again with this nonsense. That's why I put Iron Tail him in just as a because it's a risk, but I'm probably gonna need it. Even though Sand Slash does have a smaller tail. I don't know. Cool. Alright. Let's go for the full restore. And a defense drop too, which is gonna really mean a lot for me because Aerodactyl still has a lot of piss poor defense, and Sand Slash also has a Silk Scarf, so it's like, you know, I can really make this work. I can totally make this work. Didn't do much. Alright, let's try and for the strength. Let's go for a little more reliable. Go for something more reliable. Or you can crit like a goddamn menace you are. That's it. Crobat. No way. That's it. You're asked for it. You're saying hello to my Dragonite, which, unlike your Dragonite, is actually appropriately leveled. Yep. I thought the Rock Slide would have caused flinch because it just loves to happen. Like a lot of this Pokemon have moves that where like to flinch a lot. And here comes Dragonite. Number 1. I don't know which Dragonite it is because he has 3 of them. Alright. One of them has... Okay, so one Dragonite has Thunder and Dragon Rush. The second Dragonite has Blizzard and Thunder Rush. I mean Dragon Rush. And the Alpha Dragonite has Outrage and Fire Blast. Dragonite number 2. I think that one had Blizzard. So I'm pretty sure this one has Thunder. Yeah, because I'm going to be sent the one with Blizzard on me. But they also have Dragon Rush. Yeah, that takes care of the other Dragonite. And now here comes the Alpha Dragonite. Not the Alpha Malarkius, which is thankful. I mean, this ain't Volo, where you had Giratina with both forms. I mean, that battle was so tough. Even though I had Pokemon like strong walls like Snorlax and Ursaluna, Volo's Giratina had like a moveset that counted my entire team the first time, which was really obnoxious. Alright, and now Charizard! Alright, time for a showdown between 2 brothers. Typhlosion versus Charizard. The ultimate showdown! Alright, I thought this would never happen. I don't think anyone did either, except for that one guy who animated Red vs. Gold, which is a really great thing. Pedro, what's his name? Yeah, he's got actual moves. I don't really have Iron Shadow Claw. In fact, if it's Gen 2, I don't even have fucking what's it called? The Thunder Punch, which I didn't know was a TM back then. All right, let's go for broke. We got Blaze, we got Charcoal. The timing is right. Ultimate Blast Burn technique. Go! Let's see how much damage this will do. Woohoo! Good damage. Good night. Now that was a show. That was a great ending. And Lance has been beaten. It's over. But it's an odd feeling. I'm not angry that I lost. In fact, I feel happy. Happy that I witnessed the rise of a great new champion. $10,000!